So who would have thought that in 2023, sleeping would now be considered a gaming hobby? Well, certainly us normal human beings wouldn't, but in the eyes of both Pokémon Company and Select Button Incorporated, they figured, well, it's an untapped market, so why not roll with it, you know? Thus enter Pokémon Sleep, a game that again, would never even thought it would be considered in my 2023 bingo card. Then again, Pokémon Smell does exist, and honestly, I think at this point, Pokémon Company is running out of too many ideas instead of just giving the fans what they want, like a brand new mystery dungeon game. Sure, Rescue Team DX technically counts as one, but hey, to each their own in that department. But of course, Pokémon Sleep as a concept is pretty far-fetched to think about because, well, it is, but there is some level of logic thrown into the mix here because you do have to consider that, well, this is a mobile game of all things. For starters, a lot of people in the Pokemon community were, well, eager to say the least to know more about this interesting game concept as it was presented as a teaser way back in 2019, which, poetically enough, I don't even remember anything remotely about this idea because this was the year where I mostly slept on gaming news until the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and yeah, we all know how the conversations surrounding these games are nowadays. Yet it wasn't until about 4 months back during the usual Pokemon Day present that it was showcased as a final reveal trailer, among a stop-motion Netflix special, the usual Pokemon Masters gift bonuses, Cafe Remix being mentioned like it's an important game, and of course the DLCs for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Man, that present still feels like a fever dream to this very day. And then finally at the end of that very presentation, Pokemon Sleep finally awoke from its slumber, presenting us another teaser, but this time around with a release window of summer of 2023, as they showed us as a fun, cute little CGI trailer of many people sleeping with their favorite Pokemon, and then moments later the internet being, well, the internet. Man, people really wanted to sleep with Gardevoir, didn't they? Though I honestly can't blame them. And after waiting for so long now, the game of the year is finally here. And after playing it for a good while and seeing what it has to offer, I've come to realize that I really needed some sleep, so yeah, thank God for this game popping in at the right time. So yeah, the way to actually play this game is that you are given a Pokemon from the get-go, that being of course Pikachu from Professor Neroli, and you kinda just sleep. Yeah, that's all you really do in this game, and in order to catch and collect Pokemon around Snorlax, you just hit the sleep button, put some incense to it, and that's basically about it. You just went to sleep, and that's pretty interesting, but also rather concerning. See, I say concerning because if you don't have the Pokemon Go Plus feature, that being this big Pokewalker that I clearly don't have the money for, you kinda have to either drain your battery and have it on a battery saving mode or charge it while the app stays on, which can definitely be a health hazard since it also asks you to put it under your pillow. Yeah, sorry Pokemon Company, but that definitely ain't happening. Now the pillow part, you can honestly just put it on your nightstand or nearby, but keep in mind that this game, in order to work properly, you have to have it in a place where it can track your sleeping patterns correctly, or else it loses track of the time you sleep, making you think you slept 5 hours but really you slept for a good 7. But besides all that, I honestly can't really put much thought into what else this game has besides just sleep in a catch and collect Pokemon, feed your Snorlax to increase the Pokemon rate in each island, and just record your progress from there. There is of course a sleep pass for some bizarre reason, which considering this game is free to play, this is just an incentive to spend money on additional perks that otherwise won't really be a necessity. If you want to spend money on it, then go right ahead, nothing's really stopping you, but don't think too much about it at the end of the day. Pokemon Sleep is a game that's kinda there to exist, and there is some level of enjoyment and fun to be made out of it, and I can't really blame Pokemon Company for trying to make sleep fun since it is something that we have to have in order to start our day right. Especially me, since I haven't really been sleeping well the past few days, you know? You two really be grinding these days. Putting my sleep patterns aside for another day, I'm gonna head out now and kinda figure out what the next video should be about. I have a feeling it should be something familiar for you guys since, you know, there is some topics that I want to discuss down the line, but we'll see about those. We'll definitely see which one should be the next video, but if you excuse me, I sure got some sleeping I need to catch up to.